Hi, I'm Timmy. Welcome to my village. I live in a small village nestled between rolling hills. I love to explore. I often wander off the beaten path. One sunny afternoon, I was exploring the woods behind my house. I was looking for adventure. I hummed a happy tune as I skipped along.
Timmy had never been this far into the woods before. Everything seemed new and exciting. He couldn't wait to see what he would find. As Timmy walked deeper into the woods, he noticed something peculiar. There was a large oak tree with silver leaves. It shimmered in the sunlight. Curious, Timmy approached the tree. He had never seen anything like it before. He gently touched the trunk of the tree.
Hello?
To Timmy's astonishment, the tree answered.
Well, hello there, Timmy.
Timmy's eyes widened in surprise. He couldn't believe his ears. The tree was talking.
Who's there? Is someone watching me? How do you know my name? Have we met before?
I am the Whispering Oak, the guardian of this forest. And I know many things, young one, secrets of the woods and the creatures within, but you don't have to be afraid, young one. This forest is a place of wonder and magic. I have been expecting you. Your journey here is no accident.
Suddenly, a wise old owl with bright amber eyes swooped down from the tree's branches, its wings cutting through the air with grace. It landed gracefully on a branch in front of Timmy, its eyes gleaming with wisdom and kindness.
This is Oliver, the wise owl of the forest. He will be your guide through the mysteries of these woods.
Hello, Oliver. Can you really help me?
Timmy said, his voice trembling but filled with hope. Feeling a little less scared now, knowing he wasn't alone in this magical place. Timmy's heart skipped a beat. A magical forest? He had only read about such places in his storybooks. This was beyond his wildest dreams. Oliver the Owl. The enchanted forest is just beyond the Whispering Oak. You just have to close your eyes, hold onto a silver leaf, and wish to enter. Timmy did as he was told, his small hand grasping the silver leaf tightly. When he opened his eyes, he gasped in amazement. The enchanted forest was truly magical. It was a place where dreams came to life and every corner held a new surprise. The trees whispered secrets to those who would listen, and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers. Flowers sang sweet melodies, and little fairies fluttered about. Everything sparkled and shimmered. The forest was alive with color and sound, a symphony of nature that delighted all who entered. As Timmy ventured deeper into the forest, he heard a loud, grumpy voice. It echoed through the trees, startling the birds and making the leaves rustle. Timmy's curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to investigate. Mr. Bear, who stole my honey? The voice belonged to Mr. Barnaby Bear, who was sitting by an empty honey pot, looking very upset. I had just enough for my winter hibernation. Barnaby's voice was filled with sorrow. He had worked hard to gather enough honey to last through the cold months, and now it was all gone. It was Barnaby the Bear, and he was very upset. His eyes scanned the forest, hoping to catch a glimpse of the thief who had taken his precious honey. Someone had stolen his honey. Barnaby couldn't believe it. He had always been careful to hide his honey stash, but somehow, someone had found it. Timmy felt sorry for Barnaby. He could see how much the bear was hurting and wanted to help. Timmy knew that the forest was a place of magic and mystery, and he was determined to solve this puzzle. He promised the bear that he would help find the thief. Timmy's heart was full of determination. He couldn't stand to see Barnaby so sad, and knew that together, they could find the culprit. Oliver the Owl. I will help too. Just then, Oliver the Owl swooped down from a nearby tree. With his keen eyes and wisdom, Oliver was sure they could solve the mystery of the missing honey. Timmy and Oliver searched high and low. They wandered through the dense forest, their eyes scanning every nook and cranny. The trees whispered secrets as they passed, and the leaves rustled under their feet. The forest was alive with the sounds of nature, but Timmy and Oliver were focused on their mission. They asked the singing flowers and the playful squirrels if they had seen anyone suspicious. The flowers swayed and sang in harmony, but they hadn't seen anything unusual. The squirrels chattered and played, but they too had no information to offer. Timmy and Oliver thanked them and continued their search. Finally, they found a little raccoon hiding behind a bush. He looked very guilty. His eyes darted around nervously, and he tried to hide further into the foliage. Timmy approached him gently, not wanting to scare him away. He had a sticky paw and crumbs around his mouth. It was clear that he had been up to something. Timmy crouched down to the raccoon's level and spoke softly. Did you take something that didn't belong to you, raccoon? I admit it, I took the honey. His voice was small and filled with regret. He looked down at his sticky paws, ashamed of what he had done. I was very hungry and couldn't resist. The honey smelled so sweet and I couldn't help myself. I know it was wrong and I'm really sorry. Timmy forgave the raccoon and helped him return the honey to Barnaby. Together, they walked through the forest, the raccoon carrying the empty honey pot. Timmy reassured him that everyone makes mistakes, and that it was important to make things right. Barnaby the bear was so relieved to have his honey back. He had been worried sick, thinking he had lost it forever. He thanked Timmy and the raccoon for their honesty and for returning the honey. He learned to be more careful with his belongings. From that day on, Barnaby made sure to keep his honey in a safe place, away from curious paws. He even thanked Timmy for his help. "You are a true friend," Barnaby said, giving Timmy a big bear hug. Timmy smiled, happy to have helped. Oliver the owl. "Timmy, it's time to go home." The sun was beginning to set, and the forest was bathed in a golden glow. Timmy knew it was time to leave, but he felt a sense of accomplishment. Timmy hugged the whispering oak goodbye and promised to visit again soon. The tree's leaves rustled as if whispering a farewell. Timmy and Oliver made their way back home, knowing they had made a difference in the forest that day.